Welcome to Reseller News Weekends. My name is Rjpasini. Today is July 15th, 2018. You ever remember that movie there in Tom Cruise, A Few Good Men, when he makes that statement and hits just keep coming in?
And the hits just keep on coming.
Well, I had this experience this morning with PayPal. People had made a couple purchases, which is very surprising considering the other day I was talking about how bad the sales were. Nothing to write home about, at least they're making some sales. And something, as I always say, is better than nothing. But anyway, for those who are new to my channel, I just want to say thank you for subscribing to my channel. I hope you get something out of the Reseller News Weekends and the Reseller News during the week. I do these videos, folks, to help, inspire, and share. That's why I came up with his initiative. So that's what it's all about. And for those who are new to my channel, this is also a clean content channel, which means there's no discussion of religion or politics on here, and there's no profanity. So without further ado, let me just explain what's going on here. I'm going to bump out of the screen. This one I had encountered this morning. You know, I took a screenshot of it because, if I tell people they wouldn't believe it. And as you can see, I'm logged onto PayPal, trying to get into my dashboard here, and it says right over here, let's try that again. Looks like something went wrong on our end. Try refreshing your browser or come back later. I tried refreshing my browser, got the same message. But anyway, long story short, I was able to get where, I eventually got in. It's just another glitch, it's, I can't answer these glitches. I can't answer for them, It is what it is. Sometimes I wonder with eBay if, or in this case PayPal, if they think this is funny or not. It's not. They really got to get this here taken care of on both ends. This is the second or third time it's happened. I never really talked about it much in PayPal. I kind of like left it a little dormant, but I think I should have brought it out in my other newsletters, reseller news segments. But anyway, it's right now, as of now, it's corrected. Let's go over here. Okay, we're going to bump out of this one here. I just also want to share, I did make a sale on Bonanza. Yes, I did make a sale on Bonanza. This has been sitting around for quite some time here, as you can see. Also, I offer with the best offers. So yes, this will be going out Monday, and I'm very happy that this has finally sold. I'm trying to get rid of printers. I have two more printers, I believe, in there I want to get rid of. Maybe 2 or 3, I think. I'm not sure. But anyway, I know I have a couple more printers in there I'm trying to get rid of. And yeah, so this one finally sold, and it'd be great to get it out of here. It works. There's nothing wrong with it. I just want to clear up the storage. I have a little, an area where I keep storage, my items, and it's getting a little congested in there, if you get my drift. But yes, you can make purchases on Bonanza as well if you don't want to go through eBay. I already had that happen once before. Somebody had stated, I'd rather go through Bonanza than through eBay. I didn't question the buyer. It's their prerogative. If you want to go through Bonanza and buy it, that's fine with me. I'm happy it worked out this way, so at least that's good to know. And moving right along, let's go over here. Talk a little news about the what's going on at reselling on eBay. Here is, and for those who again are new, or for those who are already familiar with me, I don't read all the websites I go to. I don't read everything verbatim. I kind of like give a brief reading, and the rest is up to you whether you want to follow through with it or not. That's totally up to you. This one came from Yff4.com, and it's a news website, of course. And the title of it is, Man Says He Kept McDonald's Meal for 6 years to Prove a Point and Tried to Sell It on eBay. Now, it goes on to say a Canadian man attempted to sell hamburger and french fries combo meal that he said was from McDonald's and purchased 6 years ago before the auction date in an attempt to prove the urban legend. Dave Alexander, 52, said that he heard that McDonald's food doesn't spoil, so he decided to investigate. He and his daughter purchased a plain cheeseburger and french fries reported from McDonald's in Ontario, in Canada, 2012. He said the cheeseburger did not have the sauce or condiments on it to ensure it would taint the experiment. It says I unwrapped it, placed in the top bun to the side of the whole thing on the shelf, and he waited. He waited for, I guess, 6 years. And anyway, it goes on to read over here, the reason why eBay took it off is I think his bid, the bidding was up to, I think, 150 if my memory serves me right. And it says over here, not long after the eBay listing, he made the eBay listing, the website took it down because it violated its policy that no item can be listed unpacked or expired food. Well, I could see why eBay would do that there. I mean, to be honest with you, not for nothing, I don't know why anybody would want to buy something like that. It's totally up to them. If maybe you're a collector of old food, I don't know. Me personally, you know, it is what it is. You know, I don't question people's, you know, whatever they put up there they want to sell, that's their business. You know, listen, I've seen, and I did videos in the past. There are a lot of other things that were selling that you would make you cringe and say, how could that be possible? You'd have to check. I don't know. I'm not going to go through all my videos, but I know I have something listed in about the crazy things that sold on eBay. Anyway, let's move right along. Let's click out of here. Dale Earnhardt Jr. says he searches eBay daily for a vintage T-shirt which had his dad's name on it. Now, if anybody has a shirt that has Dale Earnhardt, well, the NASCAR, I guess, shirt, whatever his father has, if you guys have that out there, or nobody, you know, that would come across it, you might want to put up on eBay. Dale, like I said, this gentleman is looking for it, and I don't know what you would sell it for, what he'd be offering, but I guess this is the shirt he's looking for. Okay, I don't know how many they made of them. I didn't even check and see if it was on eBay, but who knows? You never know. You might come across one. I know I don't have one, or else I'd be putting it up on eBay, especially knowing that the son's looking for it. But anyway, that is on. This one came off of USA. It's this is the URL. It's ftw.usatoday.com, and you just want to look for Dale Earnhardt Jr. Says, you know, that's the title there. He searches eBay daily for a vintage T-shirt with his dad on it. Anyway, let's move right along with that. Here's another one. I came across Tom's Hardware. I know people are saying, why did I put this on here? Because I used to sell computer parts, and I don't have any right now to sell because I did sell out what I had, which was not much. It was my old computer. I broke it down and sold it in pieces, and you know, I was going to sell it as a whole, but I figured some people might not want to buy the whole case and all the components in it, so I did sell it, you know, separate. But anyway, so if you've been a PC enthusiast for years or decades, chances are that you put your paws on myriad of different components, from motherboards to CPUs, graphic cards, hard drives, to coolers and cases, and you've purchased a mountain of parts, and many of them are probably stuffed away in drawers, closets, or basement bins. And if you agree at clearing clutter, there's a good chance that you could offer the gaming den looks like this. You know, what they're trying to tell you, you could sell this stuff here. You and a million other people will be selling this stuff on eBay, but you know, I've done it. I mean, I eventually got rid of it. It took a long time because there is a lot of competition in selling used computer parts, but you never know. You get the right buyer. I bought those printers, and I thought those printers were going to sell right away, and needless to say, they've been around for a couple of weeks, maybe even months in some cases, so we'll see how it goes, you know. But I just thought I'd share it out there, and this website here is tomshardware.com. Let's move right along here. Here is another story, an eBay story. This one is on thesportsman.com. It says sold out Nike England training shirt is fetching mega money on eBay. It says over here, the England training top that's been such a hit with the fans during the World Cup in Russia is changing hands for more than 100 at a pop on eBay. It says manufacturer Nike has stated that they have no plans to produce any more of the T-shirt, which is heavily influenced by the England shirt of the 1980s, worn by the likes of Kevin Keegan. You can read the rest of this story here. All right. Again, this is off the sportsman.com, and it's regarding the Nike training shirt, Nike England training shirt. Let's move right along here. Okay, if anybody's ever been to a live auction, I haven't. I thought about going to one once before, but I never got around to it. I don't know, because right now I'm a little too rich for my blood. It depends what you're going for. You know, not everything is super expensive, but The only ones I know around that would be in New York would be in the city, and I'm not going to travel out there to Christie's or whatever those places are. I forget offhand, but they do have auction houses out there, and the stuff they're selling, I'm sure it's not going to be affordable, not for me anyway. But it says over here, auctions are an excellent opportunity for purchasers to avoid the drawn-out buying process and secure a bargain with the competitive prices. However, there are several factors considered before, during, and after buying via auction. And then it goes on to say here, for those who are looking to buy their first property at an auction, Nava, our Puppy Mark, has provided 5 things that the consumer should know before making their bid on an auction day. Again, I'm not going to read this. I'm not going to read the whole thing. Number 1 is read small print. There's no backing out. It says over here, if you are the high bidder and a hammer falls, you cannot change your mind and back out of the sale. Okay. That's the way it is. It says with online auctions such as eBay, there are many bidders who change their mind and end up backing out of the sale. When attending a real-life auction, however, this does not apply and is one of the biggest misconceptions about bidding. Pulling out of a sale at an auction can land you in huge costs, or you can be taken to court. So think about that, folks. All right. Here's the other one: consumer contracts regulations. Whether you're buying online via a store such as John Lewis, or through an online marketplace, the item falls under the consumer contracts regulations, and in some cases you can return it for a full refund under the distant selling regulations. However, at a real life auction, you cannot you can view an item in advance and choose whether to bid, meaning you won't be protected by this law even if you bid via live webcast. Again, I didn't know about this here. I didn't know about the consumer contracts regulations. I am not familiar with that. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I'm not a lawyer when it comes to these type of things. I don't know all the laws with it. That's why I bring this information to people, and the rest is up to you. This here is the URL, or I should say website, is propertyinvestortoday.co.uk, and then they got the reserve prices, and then it says protect yourself, and you can read the rest of this as well. Okay. All right, well, let's move right along. eBay mocks Amazon launches hot deals on Apple products and more ahead of Prime Day. Okay, you can see eBay's really going at it. They're really in a high race here to compete with Amazon at the Prime Day. Apparently, it says going on the story here, it says eBay.com has kicked off its own Primo sale offering hot deals on electronics with more than 110% price guarantee and an additional 50% off. Wow. Okay. I'm not going to play the little video over here because this reseller news will take too long. It says the online retailers sale starts July 10th, offering more than hundreds for $119 with price. This might be old. This is old news, folks. Just to let you know. I'm sorry about that. I picked it up off the my emails. I always get these alerts, and apparently I was not able to get to this stuff right away. I know some of this stuff I'm talking about is old news, but I just thought I'd share it with you just to give you a little heads up as to what's going on here. Sometimes I can't get the news right away, and because I got other personal matters to take care of, and maybe some people may say, well, then you shouldn't put it out at all. But you know what? Sometimes old news is good news as well. It gives you a heads up anyway as to what's going on. So I do apologize for that, but this one here, if you want to read it, it's www.sun-sentinel.com. You can read it off of them. Let's move right along. Again, this is July 11th. Sorry again, folks. I think we talked about this once before. This is on taybay.com. I'm not going to read it again. I think I did this once before, but I'm just throwing it out there again for the new subscribers or people who are new to this channel. It says over here, the U.S. sales and use tax will impact UK sellers. It basically, if you're in the UK, I guess this would more or less pertain to you. I threw it out there, but I figured, in case you want to read it, it's here. You can just go to taybay.com. Let's close this one out here, and let's go here. And the last one here, it says over here, eBay upsets seller accusatory thank you message. I haven't gotten one of these here, folks. It says over here, eBay sent an email to a seller in which he thanked him, but at the same time accused him of violating eBay policy. eBay has become fixated about the specter of buyers and sellers taking transactions off-site to avoid paying commission fees. Now, look, I'm not here to defend eBay, and like I said again in my other videos, I'm not an advocate for them. But rules are rules. If you're going to break the rules, then you're gonna have a problem with that. My thing is, just do it. Just follow the guidelines. Plain and simple. This is not in relation to this here, but it's almost, I just the example I seen on one of my Facebook group, and this is in regards to a person who was getting a traffic citation, and the gentleman in the car was rolling down, he didn't roll his window down all the way, but he's talking to the cop, he's giving the cop a hard time. The cop wanted to see his guy's license and registration, and it kept going on for a couple of minutes, and I'm sitting there saying to myself, this guy that's sitting there, giving the cop a hard time, he's asking license and registration, show the cop your stuff, the license registration, and get it over with. Needless to say, it went on and on and on. The cop eventually smashed the guy's window up, which was wrong on that part. But then again, if the guy would have just complied with the cop's request, the guy wouldn't have had a broken window. He would have just got whatever, maybe a ticket, and he could have been on his way. But he made it lead into something else. Basically, you're probably saying, what's that in relation to this? It's the same thing. If you're going to violate eBay's policy, then you're going to pay the consequence with it. I know that there, right from Jump Street, that when you're doing a transaction on eBay, they tell you specifically, for those who are new to eBay, or let's say you're a new seller, you're not seasoned, or you're not a seasoned seller that you've been selling on eBay for tens of years, maybe years and years. That's one of their policies. They don't want you to go off eBay to do a business transaction. Okay, now if the item does come off eBay's, if it's not an active listing and it does come off, and the buyer wants to contact you through your email, if you want to work something like that out, I guess that would be different. However, I don't know all the things, because I also heard about emails. I think as long as it's an active sale, I could be wrong. If somebody could correct me on this, I'd be more than happy to hear what you have to say. But they don't want, I don't think eBay wants you to contact the email the buyers. As far as I understand, I thought I read something like that. They're against that there. What reason, I don't know. I guess because maybe it reverts back to doing transactions off of eBay. So it's the same thing, even with the videos, when you post videos on there, or if you're posting it when you're doing your description, they don't want you to put any hyperlinks on there. Let's say, like for myself, I have Rjpasini.com, my own website. So if I put in there, on eBay when I'm doing an active listing, and I put in there, to see more, go to Rjpasini.com, and I put an active hyperlink in there, eBay's going to flag it. eBay's algorithm is going to flag it, and they're going to, they're going to take care of it. They're going to contact you, or let you know, hey, what you're doing is against eBay's policy. It's a violation of eBay's policies. Don't do it. Plain and simple. But anyway, getting back to this here, it says over here, eBay has become fixated with respect to buyers and sellers taking transactions off-site to avoid paying commission fees. Okay, as we reported in the fall, eBay will begin charging sellers final value fees simply for including their contact information, or asking buyers for their contact information. Even when the item remains unsold, it's not only a penalty fee. eBay has instituted sellers who have a high rates of after sales requests, including not as described and items not received claims, will be charged 40% higher final value fees. Okay, it's basically what I said. I mean, I didn't get a chance to read the whole thing, because I get these eBay alerts, Google alerts, and stuff like that from different sources. Just like it's stated here, folks. Buy by their rules, and you'll be okay. I know a lot of people don't like hearing stuff like that. They don't like the idea about eBay's charging fees for this and that and that. And let me tell you something. I'll be the first to tell you, I'm not happy with the eBay fee structure either, to be honest with you. So I know, I feel the pain. I feel people, understand what they're going through. But again, like anything else, just play by their rules. If that's what's stated in their rules and regulations to sell on their platform, just follow it and leave it at that. But you could read the rest of this here. I got this information off of e-commerce bites. I'll just scroll up here. I got it off of e-commerce bites. This came out yesterday, July 14th. Actually, I was just going to do a quick segment on this here yesterday, but I got so wrapped up doing the other video. Folks, what people don't realize, when I do those videos, especially the ones that are hour long, they take hours to upload. They really do. I mean, I can't believe, when I'm uploading those videos, because I don't have a supercomputer here, and it takes hours. It could take about that one there that I did yesterday, for July 14th, about the can you really make a living on eBay, selling on eBay, and the one that's also talking about the social media, receiving nasty messages on social media. That took about 3 hours to upload, to be honest with you. I don't know why, but it just did. I mean, I don't keep a lot of windows open on my computer, but like I said again, I don't have the most powerful computer either, but hey, it is what it is. But if you want to check this story out here, like I said, this came out Saturday, July 14, 2018. You could read it on e-commerce bites, and the story you're looking for is eBay upsets seller with accusatory, I'm sorry, you got a tongue twister, accusatory thank you message. That got me going there. That's a real tongue twist with that one for me anyway. But anyway, guys, you can check that out. I'm going to bump out of this screen here, and I just want to finish up this video really quick here. Try to anyway. You can see why I try to do these videos fast. Sometimes I talk too quick, and I end up getting tongue-tied here. And my words start coming out misspelled. I can't apologize for that, folks. I just want to say to all of the subscribers, the new subscribers, and the ones that have been subscribing to my channel, thank you very much for the new subscribers. Although I did have a couple that did kind of like back out. Sorry to lose you guys. If you are watching, if maybe you don't want to subscribe, but you're just watching my videos, you know, and you want to check them as they come along, I would love to have you come back as a subscriber. That would be nice. But if not, that's totally up to you. I understand. Sometimes the content I put out might not be to your liking. I'm sorry about that. I do apologize. If anybody wants to see me talk about different topics, please do. I'd be more than happy to, you know, oblige whatever I can help out with. Like I said, that's why I do these videos, the reseller news. I do sneak peek videos, demo videos, and intro videos. And I've been recently doing the reseller news weekends. So, you know, I just wanted to share that with you. But getting back to this morning, I just want to share this with you guys really quick. I was logged on to Chrome, you know, the browser, preferred browser used by eBay, and I know in my other videos I said everything seemed to be normal. When I went to look at the views, I did get the little, not the zeros, the little zero marks, like the little lines there, hashed, you know, those little lines, of course, on all my 2 pages of listings, which I only have like 313, I think, listings. And it seems like the problem's ongoing, and it reminds me of that segment there, again, with Tom Cruise in the movie there, A Few Good Men. The part there when he talks about thinking, you know, thinks he's questioning the general there, whatever, the colonel, and he's saying it's funny. That reminds of eBay. You know, like it's like I feel like telling eBay, do you think it's funny? But I'm gonna play the clip for you guys in a minute. But you check it out and tell me what you think. But I'm just going to close this video out, folks.
Is this funny, sir?
No, it's not. It's tragic.
Do you have an answer?
Absolutely. My answer is I don't have the first damn clue.
If you have any comments, please leave the comments there below. If you want to check out my listings, what I have going on right now, I have a lot of stuff that has best offers on there. Please make best offers for those who are new subscribers, or for people who've been around or whatever. If it's not you, maybe you might want to like, comment, and share. Tell people that this guy is selling such and such items. And I'm trying to get rid of, unload a lot of the merchandise I have, folks. Some of that stuff I had it for a long, long time, and I really would like to get rid of it. I really do. And the more, you know, the more sales I make, and the more I get rid of these things, I can get new stuff. But right now, as I said in my other videos, I'm putting a hold on sourcing right now, for the simple reason is, if things ain't selling, you know, I'm not saying I made a few sales this week. Well, this weekend, so, okay, so far, but you know, it's nothing to write home about. Let's put it that way, okay? The only thing I will say with eBay is, and I'm not complaining, but you can call that, maybe you could. I would wish they could change it. I even heard on eBay Radio, somebody else talked, another seller talked about it as well. It would be nice if when a buyer makes a buy it now purchase, they pay for it right there and then. Sometimes I have to resend the invoice 2 or 3 times to buy it, to get them to buy, you know, make the purchase. And the reason why people say, well, it seems like you're antsy or anxious. No, because if you make the purchase, what I do is I go to my storage area where I get my nice stuff, right? I will get that item, I will pack it up, I'll have it all ready, right? And you know, it's all ready to go out. And I have to wait sometimes a couple of days or whatever, and I give the buyer the benefit of the doubt. But you know, if they're not going to pay up right away, and you're going to make me wait 2 or 3 days, whatever, you know, if you're unsure, maybe I had that happen too. One time a buyer made a purchase, and I went, packed the thing up, I had it all ready, or I just slapped the, you know, the packing slip in there. I was all ready to shoot it off, take it to the post office. At the very last minute, the buyer sends me a message saying, I wish to cancel the order. I mean, that is so frustrating. Yeah, it really is, because, all right, granted, you say, well, all right, they cancel that. At least you didn't schlep it to the post office and send it out already, and now you got to wait for it to come back. And most likely, it could be a double loss for me, because first off, I'm going to be paying for the shipping on a return there because the buyer decided they don't want it, But it would be nice if eBay could do something like that there. If they could, change that part of the buying purchase, the purchasing process, where when a buyer makes a purchase for the best offer, they pay for it right there. It's plain and simple. You pay for it right there. It's just like when you go into a checkout. When let's say you're buying something from Walmart or Amazon. When you go to the checkout, right, you pay it right there. You want to buy something, you buy it right there. You pay for it. You close the deal out. This way here, I have to send the buyer to, sometimes I have to resend the invoices 2 or 3 times before I get a response. And that's not fair to me. I mean, I'm getting the stuff already packed. I want to get it out of here, move it out of here, and send it to you guys, the buyers. But that's the only thing I wish eBay would consider changing. I thought I heard something, I think Griff from the eBay radio was talking about something. I think they're going to work, they're working on it. But some folks, with all the glitches going on, it is, I don't know what to make of it anymore. I really don't. I feel bad, like I said, in regards to other sellers out there. I mean, like I said, I've been reading Down Detector, and I think I mentioned it before. If you guys don't know, you go to downdetector.com and you can read about the glitches that all different companies, they cover all different, not just eBay. They cover Amazon, eBay, Google, LinkedIn, Facebook, and you could click on the one you want to read about. And there on that downdetector.com is where sellers and people in general, sellers and buyers will post their complaints on there, or their concerns, or their issues, as what's going on. It's just like with me with eBay. When I was reading about all this stuff going on with all these glitches, I'm sitting here, thinking, hey, what's going on here? When are they going to get this thing done, fixed? And I get, like I said it once before, with the no views, that goes back to 2013, I think I said, 2013, 14, whatever. I mean, I'm kind of forgetting because, like I said, I'm doing quite a few videos and stuff, but I know it dates back. Okay, I'm quite sure. I think I said in my videos it dates back, I think, 2013. I thought I seen the earliest. And you say to yourself, why can't they get it fixed? They really need to get these glitches taken care of. And I think what's happening, folks, in this last closing segment of it, I think what eBay is doing is they're concentrating too much on competing with Amazon. Rather than stay focused, do your own thing. Worry about your platform, what your company's doing. Don't worry about what Amazon's doing. I mean, I know it sounds crazy. People say, well, how could you not worry about your competition? But it just seems like they're rolling out too many programs, right? They're putting all these initiative things in here, like with the view problem. They got those, the glitches with the views. Then the other thing was with the pictures there. Some of the pictures weren't showing up in your product listings, whatever. And then there's other ones too. I can't even think offhand. I can't think off the top of my head. But they have so many little glitches in between. Work on getting the glitches taken care of before you start rolling out new products. You know what I'm saying? It's like that old saying, too many cooks spoil the broth. Concentrate on the problems, the main issues. Let's get your selling platform back up to snuff again. Take care of the glitches. Get it back to where it used to be. I never knew about the no views thing. That, to me, I'll be honest with you, I noticed that months back when I started, when I started taking those. But then again, I'm telling you, it dated back then, about 2013, 2014, it went back. I probably haven't paid attention to it because I was so, so into my listings and selling and stuff like that. I probably never took notice of it, But again, it is what it is. This morning, like I said, when I went on Chrome, like I said, that's the preferred website browser. At least eBay's. That's what I was told by eBay. They used Chrome, and I went on it this morning, and on both pages I seen little slash marks there, but I didn't see the zeros. But anyway, it no views again. But then when I refreshed it, then they all pop back again. It don't figure, okay? But I've had this happen, on another occasion where I did refresh it, right? All the views came back, and then a little while longer, I refreshed the screen again, and then had all the things again to zero. Well, this was zeros at the time. So I don't know what's going on, folks. I really don't. I wish I can give you guys an affirmative answer. I know, like I said, when I spoke to the last a couple days back, when I spoke to the eBay teammate, they told me that I was like, because I try to get it out there, the information out there, and in some of my videos I tell people, don't be so hard on the eBay teammates. They're just, like I said, they're the foot soldiers. They're getting all the complaints. They do. The higher ups, the systems, software engineers, developers, they're not getting that. They're not taking care. They're not getting that. They're not hearing those calls. They're not the ones on the phone listening to people complaining. And when I told the teammate that, they said, well, I just want to say, on behalf of eBay, we thank you for being an advocate for eBay. Helping us out by telling people, trying to explain the situation. Look, I don't mind. I'm like I said, I don't take sides, but fair is fair. Like I said once before in my other videos, I know that line. I've been in that line of work when I worked in the IT department back in the day. I was in mainframe, and like I said, I know when we used to do software, hardware upgrades, that there used to be system glitches. But I know, because I could feel their pain, because I know for a fact that when we used to get those calls the next day, because we used to work on shifts, and I worked the day shift and the night shift, because that's when all these stuff was being done at night. When I came in the next day, I would get all the complaints. They would call up the software engineers, developers would call up saying, I can't get my program, the production job didn't run, and so on and so forth. And sometimes they would get very irate, and they'd start yelling, and sometimes they're cursing, not at me, but just cursing in general, like, oh, what the F, why is this happening? This one, start using profanity, not at me, per se. If they did, we were supposed to notify our managers and let them know, take the name down of who the person was, and I guess they would get reprimanded for, using profanity on the job. But I feel their pain. I know what it's all about. So that's what I was trying to say. In regards to the glitches, again, if you people still are experiencing, which I believe they are, from what I was reading on the blog sites, the only thing, like I said in my other videos, if you're having situations like that, call eBay's customer service up. Tell them that you want a reference number, and that you would like to be contacted as to when this is going to be resolved. Well, they can't really give you a time constraint, because they don't have no time constraint. They don't know when it's going to be fixed. There's no really estimated time of fixing. It's going to be fixed. So that's what I was told. They told me, oh, we'll give you a reference number, but we can't give you a definite date as to when it'll be fixed. All I was told is the tech team is working on it, and that to please be patient. And it is what it is, But that the rest is up to you. But that's why I do a little diplomacy. There's no reason really. Again, there's no really reason to get mad at the teammates. They're trying to do the best they can. This comes from the higher up. The higher echelon up there. From executive management down. Then it goes to the IT department and stuff like that. Like I said again, I think eBay's hurting themselves more by trying to do be in competition with Amazon. And it's a shame. It really is, because eBay back in the day, back when it came out, back in the 90s when it was first, came into play, it was a good selling platform. And then as time went on, the system, the website was growing in leaps and bounds. Like they say, growing pains. That's what was happening. I guess they had to make changes to their IT infrastructure. They had to probably get more storage device. They had to probably build up their computer room and stuff like that, and whatever. Try to to take in all this data, what I'm saying? But it's changed a lot. It's changed. And like I said before, if you look at some of the information in my other videos, there's, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, is over 25 million active sellers right now on eBay, and that was dated back in 2016. So it's got to be 25 million plus. So, there is a lot of competition out there. Let's cut to the chase. I mean, there's no way of saying no buts. There is a lot of competition. There are a lot of people out there selling the same exact things, in some cases, what I'm selling, okay? I'm sure there's the same things that you're selling. You probably type in a particular product that you're selling, and you'll probably see a dozen other eBay sellers that they're selling the same exact thing, It's too bad, but what are you going to do? The only thing we can do is hang in there, folks. But I'm going to close this out. Today is July 15th, 2018. My name is Rjpasini. You're watching the Reseller News Weekends. Thank you very much for stopping by and joining me in this news segment here. I hope it helps. I hope you get a takeaway from it. If you like the content in here, please subscribe, give it a thumbs up. If you want to check my stuff out, I'll drop the links below. You're more than welcome. And again, I do have been accepting best offers, so if you do check out my listings, please don't hesitate to make a best offer. I put it out there. I used to say in my other videos back in the day, I accepted everything pretty much with best offers, and some people do and some people don't, you know. But if you don't, that's fine too. But if you do, that's fine too. I'll take either or, you know. But I just wanted to share with you guys. Thanks again. I really do appreciate you taking the time to check out my videos. Have a great day, great weekend. Until next time.